record Grouch.
Yeah.
And we made it to Academy Records. We're at limited to one. We just came from A1 Records.
Check it out.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Stripped Music Diary. I'm Shannon.
I'm Eric.
And we went to New York City.
We did.
Today...
The Big Apple.
Oh, God. I don't think anyone who lives there calls it that.
I called it that the entire time I was there.
No, you didn't.
I did. I wish I would have, though.
We went record shopping in New York City, and we wanted to show you some of the stuff we got and talk about some of the shops we went to.
Yeah.
We went to some shops that we went to last year, and as well as some new ones. And what kind of stuff were you expecting to find? Like, what did you want to find there?
Well, we had skipped out on, well, actually, we didn't skip it. We just didn't realize that Face Records was there. So I was really excited to see what kind of stuff they had, considering that I like a lot of Japanese music, and that's pretty much what they specialize in.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited to go see that. I don't know what I was expecting to find there, but it was just neat to know that that existed. But honestly, I was expecting to find kind of a general idea of what we got.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's what I wanted to ask and see if, what we actually found holds up to what you were looking for.
I think it did. What about you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it. At the end, I'll let you know what I was looking for that I did not find. Mm-hmm. But I did find quite a few things, and we're not always looking for anything particular, really. We're just like, what can we find, and what do we not see?
Yeah, what's
in the wild where we live?
Yeah, is this something we don't normally see, and is it inexpensive?
Yeah. Where did we go first when we got to?
I think you're holding the list, so I don't know. Is that chronological?
We didn't necessarily go to this place first.
Oh, okay.
We went to, if my memory serves correctly, we went to BookOff.
Oh yeah, we went to BookOff. BookOff's amazing. If you like thrift stores, but like also toys, records, CD, basically all the stuff you want to find at a thrift store, like they have it here, but it's more curated and a lot cleaner. And it's run, if I understand it correctly, it's a Japanese company that has a store in New York, and they have all kinds of stuff. They also have, like, I think it's 2 or 3 floors. One floor is totally dedicated to manga and stuff, which is really neat. But we were really focused on the CDs and the action figures, because I collect action figures. And so didn't buy any toys there this time. I don't even think I did last time. But we did find some CDs that were really cool. I don't have them with me, and I didn't list them.
Filed them away already.
Yeah, we already put them in the collection. So, but we found some good stuff there, I remember. And if you ever go, they have like drawers underneath the shelves that have more CDs in there too. So
pull those drawers out.
Pull them out and look.
I love that place because they have a little stool you can sit on. Sometimes someone's using it, but it's convenient. You're not kneeling, and if you're over 30, your back doesn't hurt.
But if you go during the winter, it sucks because you have your heavy ass jacket and
there's no
it gets
coat
really warm.
check.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks.
Ooh, we were sweating.
Other than that, it's a really cool store,
so
and you definitely need to check it out.
40 degrees outside, but inside it was hot. But yeah, we got I remember I got a Yeah CD.
Oh yeah,
and I think the Strokes.
There was a Strokes CD in there, and then I got a couple things, but I can't remember what they are for right now.
But we went over to
records.
Brooklyn. We went over to Brooklyn the first day we were there.
Yeah.
And we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge.
We did.
Which was really cool. And we went to a shop called Academy Record Annex in Brooklyn. What did we get there?
That's the one where you got this record, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I got the Soft Moon. There we go. And this is a Sacred Bones record. They're on Sacred Bones records. And if you're not familiar with that label, it's kind of like dark wave. They have Black Marble. They have I can't remember who else right now, but they are kind of dark wave, industrial sort of stuff like that. So check it out if you like that sort of thing. The soft
it's good stuff. The store's really neat. They have a lot of good stuff, but nothing that I was. If I saw something, I already had it, or they were asking for a fair price, but not something that I particularly wanted to spend. But it's not a bad place to go crate digging. So
the prices were good. That's kind of why I picked that up. It wasn't like especially like a need on my list, but I was like,
Right.
oh, I think it was like $10 or $12.
Yeah, I think so, too.
So I was like, I'll pick that up.
Yeah, so they have because this is important to know. A lot of people don't realize this, but especially if you don't go to record stores a lot, they have a new arrival bin that's right when you walk in, and it's double-sided, and so always check those out because you're going to find some picks in those.
Yeah, for sure. So the next one we hit the jackpot on. It's a shop called Record Grouch.
Oh, yeah. You see it?
Tennessee, yeah. It's here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and this stop was so awesome.
Yeah,
that's
Grouch.
this shirt he has on here. Oh, and my shirt isn't just New York. It says New York fucking city.
It does.
By the way, it's
Profanity.
not just. Well, I had to point that out that it wasn't just a New York shirt.
That's true,
you can't
because
really
you're
see.
not that basic.
But yeah, your shirt came from Record Grouch. The owner is so nice.
He is. He gave us the shirt.
He was like asking us what shops were here and stuff like that. So it was really
considerably smaller than the Annex that we went to first, but in the best way. Like it's.
But if you like records in the same vein as us, underground.
If you like a specific type of music, like indie rock and stuff like that, and he's got a bunch of other stuff too, but that seems to be the forte, or at least that's what we were diving in.
And that's why we found so much.
Right, and so great prices, good dude. It's got some CDs in there too, a lot of cool stuff, but it's definitely a place you need to stop by.
Yeah, we really love that place a lot. So the first record I pulled out, actually, this was the first one that I found, was this Mika Miko 7-inch.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen one of these in the wild. It's the ladies from Bleached, their first band. They were like 15 or so. So yeah, they were really.
Well, because you keep throwing it in front of the camera, so people like vertigo or whatever.
Yeah, so they were like 15 or so when they had this band, pretty young, and it's really good. So Mika Miko.
Yeah. And it's a blow dryer, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's neat.
So, yeah.
And then one of yours here.
Are we gonna do each one individually? You
want to do real quick? Some of them I won't.
Let's do yours first. So.
Oh, okay.
So here's a couple of yours.
Some of the ones I'm not gonna go all into, but
okay.
Yeah. So the next one I found was The Pains of Being Pure at Heart.
Mm-hmm.
They are a kind of dream pop.
They're like an indie rock pop kind of band. They're really good. This record's fantastic.
That record, I think, is one of their best.
I like to think that this is what I like to think of them as sounding as, and I really love this record. I hadn't spent a lot of time with it previously, but I'd always heard about them, and yeah, you could pick this up, put it on, and I was like, I'm in love with this. I love everything about it.
Yeah, I never really see their stuff, and it was a good price. I think it was $8 or something. So
and there's partial nudity on it, so
I was feeling it. And I just read the book Meet Me in the Bathroom right before we went to New York. Which is actually where we met. And I had to get the Rapture's mirror.
Well, that's breaking my brain because it's the same on the back side. Yeah, that's weird.
Mirror.
Oh,
and
perfect.
If you don't know the Rapture, they were kind of the first dance punk band. And it was heavily... influenced by that whole just the New York scene in the early 2000s and what was going on, and it's really cool.
And if you grew up in the church like I did, the rapture is the thing you're afraid of on Saturday mornings when your parents don't tell you that they went shopping and left you home alone before cell phones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was terrifying. So yeah, but they're a good band.
They're a great band.
I forget what I had one of their CDs back in the day and I liked it a lot. Okay, so before this, Ryan Adams was deemed kind of, bad news. He put out this record, his self-titled record. I've been a long-time fan of his. This is probably the best thing he's ever done, I think, aside from a few single songs. But as far as a record, this is solid, and it is fantastic, and I got it for a really good price, and so that made me really happy.
And he was talked about a lot and interviewed for Meet Me in the Bathroom. If you read that book, you're like, oh, wow, that's the place that he wrote this album. We're walking around, the Alphabet City. And so that's kind of neat. And it was just neat to find that record while we were in New York. Yeah, because
it's one of my favorites still. So, also, wasn't expecting to find this, Early Day Miners. They're a really good indie rock band. They are on Secretly Canadian. And I found this in the budget bin. $5. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So this is really neat. So that was a really good find. And then you pulled these out, and I was not expecting this, but this made my day. So Real Estate is a band that I like a lot. This record in mind is really good. It's out on Domino, and you found this for me. And then Atlas, which is one of my favorite records of all time, which is also on Domino. We found that there as well at Record Grouch.
Yeah.
And so,
I think that's all the Record Grouch records.
I had one more thing. I did find one CD that we got. I got this Euphone CD. They're an instrumental, or at least they used to be, because I haven't heard this.
You got that from Record Grouch?
I got this from Record Grouch. I believe they put out stuff. I want to say they've put out stuff on Jade Tree and Polyvinyl, but I think I knew them from. I don't remember which one. I get them confused. Anyway, but they were if I'm not mistaken, they were an instrumental band. I haven't spent time with this, but I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't have this, so we'll have to get it. And I think, it's on Hefty Records, which is what a record label I would be on.
So like 8 things at least from Record Grouch alone.
So that was a good haul.
So the next one is the store that Eric talked about, Face Records in Brooklyn. It's a solely Japanese store.
And it's set up like a Japanese record store,
because there is one. I think it's in Shibuya.
Oh, yeah.
There is Face Records in Japan.
They have a sister store.
This is their sister store.
And we went in, we looked through everything, and I'm a huge city pop fan, and I like all the future funk and all that stuff. So naturally, I was in search of some Maria Takeuchi. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did say it right. Yeah, and this was the one that was within my price range that I found, because it also has a poster, so I had to get it. And so it was fantastic. And then you sunned me at the register because you get anxious and have to talk. And
it's so silent.
It was.
They were very nice, but they're just
totally.
kind of quiet people in general, I guess. So they weren't really conversing much with each other, but
you just have to talk to people. So you're
so we're checking out, and it's like dead silent. Which and I'm just awkward. So I'm like, oh yeah, so we're here from Florida, and I was like, yeah, he really loves the Maria.
Really loves the Maria. Yeah. I just let that sit. That killed me.
And,
so we got this.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. So we got that, and then I also picked up this. I heard of this band called the Juicy Fruits. I think is what they're called. Yes, and it's pretty neat. Just fun pop rock kind of stuff, and I never spent time with it, but I'd heard it and I'd seen this cover before, so I was like, oh, I'll pick this up. It wasn't that expensive, but the store is really neat. The people there are really nice. They have a ton of stuff, and I would recommend probably asking. I think like if you're looking for something in particular, I had a little bit of anxiety and we were tired from walking around all day and stuff, so I didn't really ask too many questions. The odd thing was that in a store that is kind of billed as like a Japanese record store, which they have American bands, but the Japanese releases as well. I just found a sealed copy of As Cities Burn, Son, I Loved You at Your Darkest. Like, just right there. I was like, that's
some
something...
other random stuff.
Yeah, you're not expecting to see that in a store like this, but they had it.
If you follow them on Instagram, they ship too. So if you're into Japanese music, all different kinds.
Or just good record stores. Yeah. Check them out, because they'll probably have something you're looking for.
They had all kinds of stuff. It wasn't just the like city pop or anything. So
but they definitely have that, and they have a lot of wall records that you're gonna drool over if you're into that stuff.
So after we went to Face Records, we were so hungry, and we had a show to go to. We went over to get some pizza, and what did you get? A macaroni and cheese pizza?
I got a macaroni and cheese pizza, and I forget what the other one was.
And I got what was it with the corn on it?
It's the Spanish sweet corn.
Elote.
Yeah, that's
I got an elote pizza.
It was not good.
It was a little vinegary, but the other
stuff was fantastic.
We got were so amazing. What was that place called?
It's probably Vinnie's or something.
Vinnie's or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, after that we walked over to I think it was. They had several locations, and they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They had a lot of appropriated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff everywhere, which I love because I have a Turtles podcast. So.
Yeah, and they had a bench out front with like the turtles and stuff. So
it was amazing.
After we ate, we walked over, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and we were going to see Field Mouse. And this is their record. It came out last year, Meaning, and I was waiting for this record for a while for them to put out a third record, because it was a pretty decent gap between their second and third. Not huge or anything, but I was just like waiting for a new Field Mouse record. They are a dream pop indie rock kind of band. lady singer.
Top Shelf Records.
Yeah, Top Shelf Records always puts out good stuff.
Yep.
Rachel Brown, the singer, is so nice.
Really fun band to go see. They sad songs, but funny band.
Yeah,
and
like
it's a
they're
good juxtaposition.
Really
I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really sweet. And although they didn't have my shirt in my size,
oh,
and they tried to upsell me on a sweatshirt, but I'm
hey,
from Florida.
Can you blame them?
I can't blame them for the hustle.
Yeah.
But I'm from Florida. I have like 2 sweatshirts. That's
we only need one sweatshirt here in Florida. So sorry, Field Mouse. We bought your record.
Yep.
So then, where do we go?
This was the next day.
We were in the city in Manhattan.
On a rainy, cold day.
It was pouring. We were trying to take pictures of where CBGB was, and I had to do it from across the street under an awning, and that was kind of a bummer, but we still got the picture, but we were like soaked to like the bone.
Yeah.
Then we forgot we had ponchos.
The whole time before our trip, we were like trying to get ponchos, and then the one time we needed it, we forgot
we had them. But it was more like my legs were soaked and my shoes and stuff, and my face was getting rained on. So I don't think the poncho wouldn't have really mattered. We
should have got a face poncho.
We had to like go to McDonald's to like dry off for a while.
Yeah.
So we were walking around the East Village, and we wanted to hit up our favorite shop, limited to one. I would say one of our favorites.
One of our favorites, and it was the one I was dreading the most because I knew. Oh yeah, you're right.
We knew we would
but
drop
I knew
some
I was going to
coin.
spend some money here.
Hey,
what's up?
We're in the East Village today, and it is so rainy.
Yep.
It was pouring earlier. Can you see my breath? We're at limited to one. It's down those stairs. Oh, it's good, right down there. And we love this store.
You can see the sign
so much.
Oh wait.
And we got lots of stuff. We'll show you later. We
had to say no on a lot of things. It's like picking a favorite child or pet or whatever.
We had to say no on so many things.
Yeah,
but
we knew going in that was going to be the
we have
case.
to carry it around for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But we missed the owner, Christian. But we met Ariel, and she was so nice and so helpful. What did we find?
Well, I found Unwed Sailor. What is this one? The Oxford, the White Ox. That's it. The White Ox, and then they also have another one, it's 2 records. I think this is in Circles, and they had them packaged together. $25. That's not bad at all. It's really awesome. And if you haven't heard of Unwed Sailor, I think it's got members of Roadside Monument in it and stuff like that. So it's a really good instrumental band for the most part. Kind of post rock, but not really, more instrumental, I think. And
I was gonna say real quick about limited to one. They specialize in stuff that's hard to find, rare, colored wax. Test pressing.
Oh yeah, and then just good indie rock stuff and punk stuff.
Yeah,
and hardcore,
that you just wouldn't find anywhere else, and it's just so amazing to see it in the wild. He doesn't carry anything like just filler.
There's not a lot of filler. It's all killer, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, but it's pretty much all like punk, indie, alternative, little bit of underground hip hop. So yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So then I found a record called Georgie James, which I like a lot. I've liked this record for a long time. It came out on Saddle Creek, and it's got members of Q and Not You apparently in it. And this record is a lot of fun. It's like just a very light poppy record that's just really good. And so I was really excited to find this. And then we found a Death of Lovers record.
I was jealous you found that. Even though it's so irrational because it goes in both of our collection.
In the same collection, but I know what you mean. Because I felt that way when we went to Louisiana, and you found the Guilty of Everything record from Nothing. But yeah, this has members of Nothing and Were in it. I believe it's... I can't think of their names now, but I think it's Nick.
Dominic from
Dominic,
Were.
and then...
from Nothing.
And then the bass player. I think that's also Nick, isn't he? No, I don't know. I'm getting them all mixed up. Anyway, this is Death of Lovers, really good, and it came out on Death Wish, and this is really neat. So if you're a fan of either of those bands, you'll probably like this too.
And I was gonna say about Limited to One, he puts a grading. It's always really, really fair and I think accurate, and then handwrites, so you can flip through the records pretty quickly. You can see what it is really easily, and it says orange vinyl. You don't have to open it. It's like the perfect record store in my opinion.
I'm a huge fan of that because it just helps so much.
The bins aren't tightly put together. I can reach them all because I'm kind of short, so it's like
Kind of.
I mean, not even that short. Like, there's a lot. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
5'5", so I can reach all the record. I can reach
All the records, like
all the records.
like
yeah.
this one.
Oh my gosh, this is my crown jewel of the trip. It's Blue Skies Burning in Totality.
You didn't duck, watch yourself, witnessed awkward stares.
I actually didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, you were losing your shit over
I
that.
lost my mind. It wasn't expensive. I think it was $14.
Yeah.
But blue vinyl, limited to 100 copies. But I loved this band in the early 2000s, and I think only my friend Danny, who lives in New York now, he knew about them. But I think he's the one who maybe told me about them. But he gave me a burnt CD, and I played the shit out of that. And then it took me years to find an actual stocking Discogs to find their actual CD. And I think it had to come from Germany or something,
that's weird.
even though they're an American band. But Screamo band, if you like Seisha.
Hate that term.
Sorry, but that's all I can come up with. Yeah, but Seisha is a Jerome's Dream. Bands like that, if you like that, they're like very emotional. Screamo, sorry, but yeah, that's Blue Skies Burning. It's all one word. If you want to check it out, there's some on YouTube. And then we got this because we like Waves a lot, and it was
The band.
yeah.
Well, I like the actual Waves, too.
$11, and this is a great record. They're coming here, so I was like, oh, why not for $11?
By here, you mean Tampa?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think it's in April, and it's blue vinyl, and we didn't have this, so
What did it come out on? Do you know?
it's what is it?
That release?
I forget what the label is, but I just know Nick Gazin did the artwork. He does, if you recognize the kind of font, it's he does Run the Jewels artwork too.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's Nick Gazin's artwork.
Okay.
So
No, I'm super curious now.
I want to say like Car Park or something. Ghost
Ramp.
Ramp.
That's not Car Park's not too far off
Yeah.
from that.
So the next
Yep.
shop we went to was actually the last shop we found stuff at. A1. We just came out of A1 Records.
Can't see the sign, but it's right
Yeah, it's the really bright place.
there. Yeah, it's a really awesome store, but lots of stuff. If you're a DJ, it's legit. But if you like indie rock and stuff like that, you got to dig in the
bottom.
bins.
I was just gonna say this is a place you get on the floor on your hands and knees and you dig. This is in the East Village. A1 Records, highly
Check 'em out.
recommended on Avenue A. So, all right, see you guys soon.
Yeah, no, this is one we went to last year, and it was a hidden
treasure
kind of
trove.
thing. Yeah, where it was like we didn't find too much, but they had a wide assortment of things. It's mostly a record store for DJs. I feel like that
Yeah.
you go in there, you find
Big
your
time.
like, especially if you like hip hop and like jazz and like stuff like that. But they have like a wide selection of other genres of music. The bad thing about this record store, I should say the worst thing, is that it's everything's underneath, like all the stuff that we like.
All the newer kind of indie.
Yeah,
alternative
is like
punk rock
underneath
stuff.
like all the other top shelf stuff, and
The
you have
top
to.
is like classic rock and stuff.
Yeah,
like-
your middle of the road kind of just pop rock, stuff you heard on the radio, popular stuff. But all the indie rock stuff and a lot of that other stuff is mixed in at the bottom. So you got to dig, and that's all a part of crate digging. But like you said, when you're 30 something years old, it's like,
I
oh,
was
this
squatting and I'm like,
this is
my
painful.
legs were killing me.
But-
and then you're in the aisle, so it's like, if you sit down to avoid, squatting, then someone comes every, minute
Yeah,
trying to get
it's-
around you. And you're wearing like a big puffy coat. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
a
but
little uncomfortable, but it's worth it.
it's the charm of record digging, and it's an older record shop, and that's just how it's
That's just how
been
it is.
for years.
That's just the way it
What
is.
did you find?
So I found this American Football EP, which is really cool. American Football,
Yeah, I've
good
never
band.
seen that in the wild or anything.
Yeah, I've seen the CD, but I've never seen the vinyl. But yeah, this is a Polyvinyl Records release. They're fantastic, as everyone already knows.
songs are on
The one with the tambourine, Letters and Packages, and 5 Silent Miles. But yeah, this is really cool. I love Mike Kinsella and whichever was it
Mike?
Mike? Is it Mike?
Tim's
Tim's
in,
in Joan of Arc. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. So Yeah, so I love that. So this was really neat. It was like only like $5 or something, so that was cool. And then I found Silver Sun Pickups Swoon. Is this Swoon or is this?
Yeah,
No, this is Swoon. So yeah, I found this. This is on Danger Bird, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I really like Silver Sun Pickups a lot, and I was not expecting to find this, especially at $15. So
yeah,
that was
it's kind of like
really
a double
neat.
gatefold thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's pretty nice. So
it's good stuff.
we like that shop a lot, but be prepared to spend some time there.
It's gonna take some time, but digging, you'll find something.
And we have, lastly, we have one of their records already, but not this one. This is Camper Van Beethoven's Key Lime Pie, and I've been after this one for a while, so it's really neat. I really love the song When I Win the Lottery. It's a singer from Cracker. You might remember Cracker
Uncle
from...
Cracker, your favorite
no,
band.
not
Yeah,
Uncle
you
Cracker.
love Uncle Cracker.
Cracker, they had a hit song Low in the 90s, but this wasn't a radio band. This was like a weird, eccentric, kind of goofy band, and Eric, I thought, would like them a lot because he kind of has like quirky songs like them a lot. And
well, see, it's weird. I like writing those songs, but very rarely do I actually like listening to them.
Oh, well,
so, but I'm curious because, like, I don't know.
usually like goofy music, but
So
it's
yeah,
not
you're
goofy,
in the same.
Goofy,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
quirky.
So yeah, I can appreciate that.
They have a song called "I Was Born in a Laundromat."
Down here on the tracks, where the keys and the trash. I was born in a laundromat. I was born in a cul-de-sac.
See, I love that. That sounds amazing.
Take the Skinheads Bowling. I don't.
See, that's fantastic too. Okay, so yeah, so I'm in. So
I don't think
you got
that,
because they're always a band I heard of, but I never listened.
Yeah,
to.
they're, if you kind of like Archers of Loaf has like that little bit of like quirky indiness to it, and yeah, and Cracker, the dude's voice is really cool. But yeah, this.
Give me the beat, boys. Free
No,
mind. That's not.
no.
That's. Oh, I could have sworn that's who you were
a
talking
cover
about.
too.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, so that was our
everything we
trip.
got in New York, and if you're interested in any of these shops at all, if you have any questions that we didn't answer, just drop a comment, and definitely follow or subscribe to the show. Follow us on Instagram. That's where we post whatever we're going to be making a video or episode about. And the Instagram is @strippeddiary. And where can the public find you?
Pornhub.com
Oh,
/
gosh.
Oh, wait, no.
Hotmail.
At my Hotmail. No,
Wait, no, that's different. That's different.
that's the email. Turtle Soup Show with the underscores between each word. That's me on the Instagram, and that's also my Turtles podcast.
Going through
From the beginning, we cover everything. All the toys, comics, everything. We read it. We read it to you. It's a good time.
So I saved this for the last here. It's not some big bomb I'm going to drop on you, but the stuff that I wish I kind of found. I was looking for the Vivian Girls Memory. It came out last year. That was one of my top records of the year. I wanted to just find that in New York. I don't know. And then anything by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I only have like a 7-inch by them.
In the CD.
Yeah, and some CDs. But yeah, it just would have been cool to find in New York for sure. But super happy overall, and we got the records back safe and sound back to Florida. And
if you need advice, if you need advice on how to pack 4 records, you just need to do a video on that.
I should.
Because you're amazing. Yeah, that'd be neat.
So thank you all so much for watching, and we plan on doing more videos about record shops as well. So
yeah,
stay tuned for that.
There you go.
Until next time. Thanks
Sayonara.
for watching. Bye bye.